Welcome to this embroidery nerd video. I'm your host, Matthew Enderly, and today I will be demonstrating how you can set up your default library locations in Wilcomb's Hatch embroidery software. There are a couple of really good reasons why you'd want to change your default library locations. Well, there may be that you don't want to have to browse through a bunch of folders inside of different hard drives or different places, and you just want to have all your designs in one central location showing on the screen that you see right now. One of the reasons why I have my default library location changed is because I save all my designs to my Google Drive. That way I can synchronize all my designs on all of my devices. Since you are able to install Hatch on as many computers as you want, but you can only be logged into 3 of them at the same time, this allows me to have different work areas where I can do my digitizing. Now, because I want to be able to view some of my designs in this Hatch design library, the ones that I use the most, I'm going to kind of set it up for that. So since Hatch doesn't know that I save my files in a different location other than these 2 folders that you see here, my embroidery and public embroidery, which there's nothing in there, we're going to have to adjust Hatch in order to actually look in these other folders where I'm hiding my files. So if you're interested in mimicking this and changing your library locations, continue watching this video and I'll show you exactly how to accomplish this. So as you can see, I have Hatch opened up and we have the Manage Designs window, Design Library, and the navigation layout pulled up just like this. I'm going to go ahead and click on the Manage Embroidery Library Locations. So when we click on that, it's going to bring up this nice little dialog. It has a little bit of information about it, like what it's actually going to do. It gives you a good notice that if you actually click on one of these folders and click remove, it's not going to remove your designs. It's just going to remove that link. So you'd actually have to do click the open button and then browse to that folder. It just makes it a little less convenient if you actually store something there. So in my case, I'm just going to leave them for now, and I'm going to add a different location. So normally, like I said, I use Google Drive. I have all my designs in here and on a Dropbox as well. I'm going to go to my Scratch hard drive because that's where I have my embroidery designs. So if I go inside here, like let's say I wanted to open up my 3/38 patch, I'd have to go through here and it would be listed right here. It would be the second one. But because I don't want to have to go through all those folders every time, I'd rather just be in the design library. I'm just going to go to the root folder where all of my subfolders are that contain my designs. So right now I'm at embroidery designs folder. I'm going to click the include folder. So now you'll see that it appeared here, and that's all good and dandy. Another step you can do too is if you want to change it so that when you save a new design, it'll defaultly save there. You can go ahead and right click on the new folder you created and you can set it as your default save location. So you may see there's 2 settings right here. There's the one I just mentioned, and then there's set as public save location. Public save location is a little bit different. It just basically will allow anyone to actually access it. We're just going to go ahead and I'm going to set it as my default save location. And now you notice that that left and my embroidery is no longer a default save location. Like I said before, I don't use either of these 2 folders, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove them all together. I don't need them, and now that I removed the public save, it made my embroidery designs also my public save. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you one more thing while I have this open. I'm going to add another folder with 1 design in just for the purpose of this. You can see that it's on the bottom. If I want it to appear on the top, I can move it up and we'll see that. So now if I click OK, there we go. We got a bunch of designs that I have for this video for samples. So right now I got designs on top and embroidery designs on the bottom. I can see all of the designs that I have in all those subfolders. If I'm looking for a specific type, like a holiday patch or a holiday design, I can drill down into the menu, click on holiday, and there we go. I got a bunch of designs right here that I'm ready to stitch out. The other thing is, if I want my embroidery designs folder to be up 1, I can go back in here and I can move it up, and there we go. It would move it up when I reboot it. So that's pretty much how that's going to work. There's a couple issues where like you'll change something and it won't actually happen like you just saw. It didn't actually move it up. You just got to close out a hatch, reopen it, and it'll be fine. So now I would just simply mimic this on every computer that I'm using, and now no matter what computer I'm using, it will show these designs in this library, and all of my designs will be saved so I can access it on any device. So I just find this a lot more helpful than having to go through open. And like I said, if I wanted that 338th, I'd have to go through here, and it's right here, and then I'd have to open it. Or I can just scroll down, find it, open it, and there we go. I got the patch open. And this is just a quick tip, just saves you a lot of time. If you have any other questions about this, how you can set it up with Google Drive, you can go on our website and you can check out the article that I wrote on how to connect it to Dropbox. It's essentially the same thing, just changing a different folder. So if you have any other questions, just leave a comment or reach out to us on our Facebook page. You can search for the embroidery group called The Embroidery Nerd, and you should be able to find us there. So thank you for watching.